What's the shirt say, Maurice? Watch our legs. I'm not gonna watch her regular ones. I'm gonna watch the new the blind dating. Come on, really gotta go and find love. I'ma go act like a thug. I'ma be fly like a dove. I'ma go hop in the tub. Baby, the commercial ruined my freestyle. The commercial did it.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. It's your host Arlette and we are here today with Blind Date Love.
Yes.
Now before we begin, if you'd like to be featured in any of these upcoming episodes, the submission form will be linked in the description box below. Make sure you go ahead and fill that out. Now this is going to be separate from Pop the Balloon. So if you want to be featured in this specific segment of Blind Date Love, go ahead and click on that submission form below just to go ahead and be considered, and we'd love to have you on.
All you gotta do is be black. If you ain't black, you ain't going.
So let's go ahead and get started. As you see here, we do have our wonderful single lady next to me. I'm gonna go ahead and have you introduce yourself.
Yeah, so my name is Sherelle. I'm 22. I'm an architectural drafter. So I came on the show today like I'm ready to find love. So I'm really excited.
Okay, just so the guys can know a little bit more about you, what are some things you like to do for fun?
Yeah, so a lot of my spare time is usually spent with my friends or my family, but personally my own hobbies, I've recently been getting into DJing. I don't do it in public yet, but and that's something I like to do for fun, and going to the gym, that's just my usual go-to right now.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So we do have 5 single men on the other side of this curtain. I know they're just waiting to hear more about you and you more about them. You see here you have a set of questions.
I do.
And we're going to go through each round. You're going to ask them a couple of questions, whatever it is, get to know them. And after each round, I'm going to have you eliminate a guy until we are down to your match.
Okay. Your match.
You ready?
Yes, I am.
Guys, are we ready? Are we ready over there?
Most definitely.
Yes.
Okay. They don't sound ready to me, but whatever. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and have you start with your first question.
So my first question is can you state a fun fact about yourself, or just anything to let me get to know you more?
And let's start with your name and age as well. So we'll start with contestant number 1.
Hey, I'm contestant number 1. My name is Rich. I'm 25 years old. And I would say a fun fact for me would be being involved with kids. I love the community, so that's something that I'm most definitely interested in.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Just being able to connect with children and to provide resources to people that are less fortunate.
Yeah.
That's really sweet.
And contestant number 2.
I'm contestant number 2. I'm Andre. I'm 30. A fun fact about me is I like to make clothes. I taught myself how to sew. Taught myself how to do for a lot of things. I like to be very hands-on with stuff.
Yeah.
And
That's
now
it?
for contestant number 3.
Contestant number 3, my name is James.
Oh, Joe Johnson.
What I like to do is mobile bartend. I run my own mobile bartending business. Been doing that for about a year and a half, and I really enjoy it.
Now contestant number 4.
Contestant number 4, my name is Tavier. I love to make music, love all things music, love to go to concerts, festivals, all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, that's pretty much it.
He's a party
And
animal.
contestant number 5.
Hi, I'm contestant number 5. My name is Kai. A fun fact about me, I guess, I love cars. I'm also an entrepreneur. I just bought my first water and ice store. I don't know.
Water
Those are
and
big money.
ice.
Okay. All right. Nice to meet you all. I know you're
Yeah, nice to
excited.
meet them.
Okay, go ahead and take it off with your next question for
Yeah,
them.
so definitely something I want to know about you guys is, have you ever cheated, and do you think it's a deal breaker in a relationship?
Okay, we jump
What?
right on in.
Yeah.
Let's start with
Getting
contestant number
serious.
1.
Contestant number 1, in my
said
younger
getting
years,
serious.
of course, cheating is something that you do because you learn in a relationship. But in the older years, I wouldn't say so. So no. And then a deal breaker, would cheating be a deal breaker? What form of cheating? If you're communicating with someone else, I kind of feel like I'm someone who is a great man, so I don't necessarily kind of wouldn't give in to that in a sense. But it's like if you're so involved with me, there shouldn't be nobody else.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm confused what he just said. If you communicating with somebody else, I'm a great man. What does that, what?
Contestant number 2.
Contestant number 2, no, I never cheated, and it's definitely a deal breaker with me. Like, I don't share.
All right. And contestant number
I
3.
don't share.
Contestant number 3, yes, I have cheated.
Freaky
I
man.
don't think it's a deal breaker.
Get him out the damn show! Get him out the damn show! What are you talking about? It ain't a deal breaker. You just be out here. What's the point of the one-on-one relationship if anybody can get a little piece of you?
I feel like it depends on the relationship, working on it, getting through it together, and just growing. And if you guys got to go your separate ways or
Look at Arlette face. She like, uh-oh. You going for that?
move forward with it together, then, that's what you got to do.
Okay. Contestant number 4.
Contestant number 4, honestly speaking, I don't understand the reason to cheat because, for me, I get in relationships because I, aspire that relationship. I want that relationship. So, personally, I haven't done that. But, and I do think it's a deal breaker because if you've cheated once, you're probably going to do it again. So,
Okay. And contestant number 5.
Contestant number 5, personally, I've never cheated. I do think it's a deal breaker, but I feel like it's a choice. If you chose to make that decision, step out on me, you willingly and, consciously made that decision. So you weren't thinking about me or how I would feel. So personally, it's a deal breaker for me because if it were me, I would just leave personally.
Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and throw in
They
one more
talking
question
to
in
her.
this
They
round.
talking.
Go ahead and
So my last question is for this round.
Eliminate one of them. I don't want to hear no more questions. Get rid of that guy. Him right here. Make him run away.
Round is how open are you to therapy and issues related to mental health in men?
Okay, let's
To
switch it up.
men.
Let's start with
What?
contestant number 5 first.
Issues related to men, like having to deal with stuff and keep it bottled. Yeah.
Ooh, contestant number 5. Sorry. My parents work in the behavioral health field, so I'm always open to. I've kind of hip to it. I'm not against therapy. I just hope it's for the right reasons. It's not trying to prove a point or try and get over on somebody of pointing out their downfalls or where they lack. But I'm definitely down for it.
Okay. Contestant number 4.
I'm contestant number 4. I think therapy is very important for everybody. And personally speaking, I've dealt with some issues that, I needed therapy myself with, but didn't really go seek that. So I, feel like that's very important for everybody to do, to experience. So, yeah.
Okay. Number 3.
Contestant number 3, I think mental health is really important, but I'm not the type to really go to therapy right now. I'm open to it, but I'd rather just communicate and see where it is with it.
Contestant 2, I would say I'm open to it. I've actually been to therapy when I was in the military, so yeah, it's definitely helped me out. So I wouldn't mind going. Like if I had a problem, wouldn't mind going to seek therapy.
Okay. And number 1.
Contestant number 1, I say I'm most definitely open to therapy. I've been in therapy. I do social work as well, and so I'm helping people out all the time. And so even healing journals, Black men healing journals, if those individuals who never had one get one. So I'm all in support of mental health.
All right. I know you heard a lot.
I did hear a lot.
So
But was she
unfortunately, it is
listening?
time where we do have to eliminate someone from, our lineup of men.
Yeah.
From the 5 different guys we've heard, whose answers weren't you really resonating with?
I think for me, the person I wasn't resonating
Number
with
3.
the most was contestant number 3.
Got your ass, you
Reasons
cheater.
is the cheating, and I don't think that's something in a relationship that you can necessarily jump back. I'm sorry.
Like backpedal from,
Yeah,
recover
I
from,
just
I guess.
don't think that's something you can necessarily work through. So yeah, that's my reasoning. And
Okay, so we're eliminating contestant number 3.
contestant number 3.
Okay,
Yes.
contestant number 3, let's have you come on out. If you want to go right on over there.
Why are they getting up? What the hell did it? This is terribly done. Why they gotta stand next to each other?
All right. So if you want to remind us of your name again.
James.
James, okay. So James, she ended up eliminating you because of, the cheating thing and all of that. If you want to kind of elaborate on
This is stupid.
what you stated a little bit more, or do you understand where she's coming from
I
as well?
understand where she's coming from. I
Yeah.
feel like it's a deal breaker for a lot of people. Like I said, it depends on the relationship.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Definitely.
Well, we do thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you. I
so much.
Thank you
appreciate
for your
it.
time.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well.
Okay, that was our first elimination.
That was our first elimination.
Let's go ahead and move on to round 2. Hit them with their
Okay,
first question.
yeah. So my first question for the second round for you guys is, do you prefer a partner that's more similar to you or different?
Okay, let's start with contestant number 1.
Contestant number 1, I would say it kind of depends. I feel like differences can make each other better, but also those similarities are important as well because I want to do things with you. I want to go places with you, but we do have differences. Then I would be comfortable with learning what you like, and then you learning what I like, and then we do it together.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, contestant number 2.
Contestant number 2, I would say it kind of, just depends on the relationship. Obviously, we would have to have some things that are different so that I would be able to get to know you and you would be able to get to know me. But on the other hand, we would definitely share some of the same things as well because, if we're going to be working on something or a relationship, we are obviously going to have some of the same interests. But it's kind of going to go both ways.
All right, and contestant number 4.
I'm contestant number 4. I'll just say, pretty similar to these guys. It does really depend. For me, I find like the more you're similar with somebody, the more, you can connect with them. So for me, I like to make music and do all things music related. So I like to go to concerts, festivals,
You said that. God damn, he love that. He
do
locked
fun things,
in.
you know what I mean? And if you're not into that, it might just, it might hinder, our relationship just slightly. But I'm open to anything, to be honest with you. So.
Okay.
And number 5.
Contestant number 5. I'm kind of agree with everybody else. I do like the mix of the two, but I do like having differences. I feel like me personally, I like to hear like a different side of a story or a different view. Especially me, I'm very used to kind of hearing people being the same idea. So I like hearing that, that other perspective on it, personally. But yeah.
All right, good responses.
Yeah.
Let's hit them with another question.
Okay, so my second question for you guys is, what sets you apart from other men in today's dating culture?
Okay, let's switch it up. Let's start in the middle of the lineup. Let's start with number 2.
All right, contestant number 2, I would say what makes me different is I'm pretty hands-on and you don't have to tell me stuff. Like, I pay attention to detail. And then, like, my background and, just things that I've been through, as far as, like, growing up around women, I was brought up around women. So, like, I just kind of, I have more of a caring side. I'm not just, like, out here just, with no feelings or, like, I actually think about my actions and stuff. And I'm the type, like, I don't do stuff that I don't want done to me because, like, I take things to the heart. So once I'm not feeling a certain way about you anymore, like, it ain't no coming back from that. So I kind of try to keep that in mind as far as, like, how I'm moving too, so I wouldn't want to do anything that I wouldn't want you to do to me, pretty much.
Okay. All right, and let's hear from number 5.
What sets me aside, I feel like I'm my own person. So as far as like making decisions or just really, I feel like I've gotten as far as I've gotten based off my own experience and my own decisions I make. I'm not easily influenced, and if it's something I want to do, I'm gonna do it. Obviously, consideration to like
These men suck. Kick them off the show.
who
Kick
I'm
all
with,
of them
but,
off.
I'm not like a follower. I make
Yes,
my own.
you are.
Very nice
Fast
person sometimes, and then that kind of comes off and rubs off in the wrong way with certain people. So I just try to avoid doing that, you know what I mean? Because whoever I'm dating or pursuing to marry, that's who I want to be with. So I don't want anything else to come in between that. So yeah, I'll just say it's my heart, my caring nature. It's how my family is. It's how I grew up. So can't help it, but I'm working on it.
Okay. And our last guy, contestant number 5.
He might win. He won't. Yeah.
Contestant number 5. I feel like for me, it's probably gonna be like my
Contestant number 5.
personality. I'm a people's person, so I do network, and it's easy for me to talk to people and kind of like get my way and meet myself into a room. I feel like that, especially for if I'm gonna be with somebody, I feel like they have to be able to understand that and know that like I'm not like a quiet person, so I am gonna be out networking. And I feel like they just have to be strong enough and have enough security to be able to withstand that and know that I do talk. I'm not like a very quiet person. It's gotten me into rooms I wouldn't have gotten if I was quiet. So I just feel like it just needs to be respected. Like, if I'm moving a certain way and I'm trying to do certain things, I expect you to understand that and allow me to do what I need to do to make sure we're good.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, guys. That was round 2.
It's round 2.
So it's time to eliminate someone. Who are you leaning towards eliminating?
I am leaning towards contestant number 1.
Damn.
I'm just kind of not feeling that initial draw to him.
Damn.
So yeah, that's my reasoning today.
All right. Well, I'm going to have
don't
you
like
stand
his
on over
voice.
there. And let's go ahead and bring out contestant number 1. Hello. You can remind us of your name again?
Rich.
Rich. Okay, Rich. So she ended up eliminating you. I think she said she wasn't really feeling your responses. How do you feel now that you've seen her? How do you feel now that you've seen him? Like, what's going through your heads? You feel now that you've seen her? How do you feel now that you've seen him? Like, what's going
What the fuck is that?
through your head?
Now that you've seen her.
I mean, very beautiful. I mean, you got to be yourself and be honest. So that's how I move.
Absolutely.
Was there anything specific he said that you were like, oh no?
No, I think I was just kind. Absolutely.
Was there anything specific he said that you
Is he a fucking MMA fighter? Why he got bruises all over his hands and his... What the hell he been doing?
like, what's going?
No, I think I was just kind of leaning more towards other responses versus his. So obviously, I don't want to waste your time if I'm not getting that initial like impression or spark. So that's my reasoning today.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much
All
for
right,
coming
thank
on,
you.
Rich.
Appreciate
All
y'all.
right. Let's go ahead and move on up. Thank you so much
All
for
right,
coming
thank
on,
He
you.
Rich.
said heroin.
Appreciate y'all.
All right, let's
Shut up,
go ahead.
Chad. He got bruises on both arms. What is happening in this area?
and move on up. All right, so we are now left with contestant number 2, 4, and 5.
yeah.
Yep. Okay, we're down to our 3 remaining guys.
Man, I want to get to the ending. This is boring to me. They just talking that boring monotone shit. Get excited. They not happy.
And like just like not being present versus being just in a whole nother world instead of being where you are.
What?
And contestant number 5.
Contestant number 5, I'm definitely going to agree on the social media part. I also think music has a part to play into this. I feel like nobody really thinks for themselves nowadays, and it's like somebody's favorite artist says something, they're going to automatically believe it and go through it, and I just feel like it's just not like...
Chat, your favorite artist be telling you how to live your life. I be saying that.
For example, if you go out, you're going to see the same people going out. But if you look at it on social media, it looks lit. But if you see them at the club, they're just standing around, like, just doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, it looks cool. But if you're really there, if you really know what's going on, you're going to be like, yo, it's not really what's going on. So I definitely agree social media and music is just jading everybody's minds. And
Yup.
it's not how the real world works. It's
Yup.
just not. So social media and music is what I'm going to say. Nobody really thinks for themselves anymore.
Yeah. Chat included,
And contestant number 4.
man.
I'll keep it short, but basically, I'll say lack of communication. It's very, very big to communicate when you're in a relationship.
Yes, it is.
Because when you think about it, you're gonna get married to this person, hopefully, and if that happens, things aren't always gonna be so bright. So the best way to solve those issues, those problems, is to communicate.
I'm telling you, this the golden boy. He gotta be the winner. Look at his goofy ass loss. He ain't golden boy. I'm telling y'all.
Okay, so why did we lean towards eliminating contestant number 2?
I think for me, when it came around to that date question, I kind of feel like it was not really like a lot of effort thought or put into it
No, he don't put effort into dating.
when it came to what could possibly be done. But that's just me. Like, I'm definitely like a more outgoing girl, I feel like. So I don't know. I just feel like
Just wanted a
I
little
didn't really
more.
resonate that much with your answer today.
All right. And then, sorry, if you can remind us of your name again.
Andre.
Oh, Andre, you don't got a mic?
I got it.
Oh, there you go.
Andre.
Andre, okay. Well, Andre, we do thank you so much for coming on. It was a pleasure having
Damn,
you.
Andre, why they
Thank
do you
you.
like that?
Okay, we are in our final round.
Final round.
Final round. Okay.
Yes, the land, then there were two.
I would love to be. I understand financial freedom is not necessarily like super duper tame, but I would love to just be able to do whatever I want. I just feel like I don't want to stress
Yeah,
about
yeah,
bills, yada yada.
yeah.
So I definitely think a long term goal is to get myself good now. So in the long run, I don't really have to worry about stuff like
That's
like I
true.
said, I just bought my dream car at 24. I'm about to be 25, so that kind of lets you know where I plan on heading. So I'm just like, I don't really care about, the fun stuff now. Like I can do that later on if I just play on my cards right. So right now it's time to grind and build my legacy. So when I do decide to settle down, have kids and
Yeah,
everything,
that
I can
legacy.
do that without, really having to worry about it. So
I'm telling
definitely
you.
financial freedom for sure.
Okay, contestant number 4.
Honestly, I'm really, really, really interested in building a family because that's just something I didn't grow up with, like, a
She
lot
didn't nod her
around
head.
me. As
There
far as,
go the
like,
nod.
intermediate family, I didn't grow up with a lot of that around me, but I have always had, like, cousins and aunties and uncles and stuff around me. But
This
ultimately,
ass not gonna
it's
lie,
just
don't
getting to
do
where
that.
God wants me to be urgently because life is really, really shit. There's always something that you're going to miss or something that you need to know that you didn't know, something you can do better. And I know everyone likes attention, everyone, in general. So showing that girl, that woman,
You can go ahead and stand on over there. All right, contestant number 5, come on out.
He won.
Man.
Let's go. He won.
Heard it.
Contestant
Heard
number
it.
5.
Okay, if you want to remind us of your name again.
Hi, my name is Kai.
Hi, okay. So you did end up eliminating him.
No, he got
Was there anything
eliminated.
specific he said that you were like, oh, you know what? I'm definitely going to steer more towards contestant number 4?
I think it was kind of your last comment on my final answer in terms of the materialistic. I love gifts. I love giving gifts to my friends and my family. It's
Gift giving. That's one of her love languages.
also another love language of mine, but
There it go. Gifts.
I think like that bond is much more important to me than, the other stuff.
No, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I said I was like, I was raised a certain way, so like I understand my
Yeah.
view is gonna be a little different, but
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, thank you so much for
Well,
coming
nice
on. We
meeting you.
appreciate you.
Nice meeting you as well.
Okay. You can stay right on
Okay.
there, girl. Okay. So you did end up
Yikes.
picking contestant number 4.
I did.
So let's go ahead and bring out your match. Come on out.
Oh shit.
Hello.
How are you?
What kind of hug is the fuck this? Ew. Who hug people like this?
I'll have you just stand
Sherelle.
over here.
Sherelle, I'm
Sherelle.
Tavia.
Tavia, nice to meet you.
Yeah, you're beautiful.
Thank
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Where's his compliment? She ain't say he looked nice. You look nice as well. She gave him a little bogus hug.
I know you said a lot of his responses like
Why are we showing this angle?
really resonated with you. What really like sealed the deal for you?
I just think like how I don't know, the way you articulated things, like that's just kind of how even I would respond to
Yes,
some of like my
yes.
answers I asked today. And also your view on like mental health and everything, like that's so important to me. I'm a big advocacy for therapy. So yeah, I think that's just my final,
Okay.
I was just like, okay, like I think I'm leaning more towards this way, and I think like just as we went on, that's just kind of sealed the deal for me.
Arlette, make it messy. Ask him, is he usually your type? Ruin the whole vibe.
All right. So now you see your day. How are you feeling? How are you feeling, sir?
Mr. Money Man. I'm just playing. No, but she's a beautiful young lady.
Yeah.
I loved your responses too when she did ask you, some questions. I really like your vibe and everything like that.
You don't even know her vibe.
You have a beautiful smile as well.
You just seeing that.
Yeah, so
Yeah, we're real happy.
All right. Well, I can't wait to hear about this follow up.
Yeah.
Okay. I hope we get lots of dates and we hear good stuff.
Yes,
I'm
yes.
really, really happy for you too.
can we go
Thank you.
skydiving?
Oh.
I'm just playing.
Perhaps.
All right. You guys.
What the hell is going on?
I'm just playing.
Perhaps.
This laugh was weird. What the
All right.
fuck
You guys
was
see
that?
going on.
Thank you, thank you.
You.
Thank you, everyone,
That got awkward at the
for
end.
tuning into this episode of Blind Date Love. If you'd like to be featured in
Nah, that was terrible. That was terrible. That was terrible. I ain't like none of that. That one wasn't jiggy jiggy, wiggy wiggy, woo woo. There wasn't none of that going on. I'll be the first to tell you. I'd be the very first to tell you.